Hey Travelers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going into the history of Union Station. Also, we'll take a little visit across the street at the Fairmont Royal York Hotel. Let's dive in. Union Station is a major railway station and intermodal transportation hub located in Toronto, Canada. The municipal government of Toronto owns the station building, while the provincial transit agency Metrolink owns the train shed and trackage. Union Station has been a National Historic Site of Canada since 1975 and a heritage railway station since 1989. It is operated by the Toronto Terminals Railway, a joint venture of the Canadian National Railway and Canadian Pacific Railway that directs and controls train movement along the Union Station Rail Corridor, which is the largest and busiest rail corridor in Canada. Railways arrived in Toronto in 1853. When the first passenger train left Toronto from a wooden depot. The Grand Trunk Railway built the first Union Station in Toronto in 1858 at a location just west of the present Union Station track shed. It opened on June 21st, 1858, known simply as the new station. By the 1870s, the old station was no longer adequate. The Grand Trunk built a new Union Station on the same site that opened on July 1st, 1873. At the time, it was the largest and most opulent railway station in Canada and was designed in an Italian and Second Empire style. Toronto's third and current Union Station was constructed between 1914 and 1920. Although the station was incomplete, its building was complete, and the station was opened August 6, 1927, by the Prince of Wales, Prince Edward, in a lavish ribbon-cutting ceremony using a pair of golden scissors. The first major change to Union Station took place in 1954 when the Toronto Transit Commission opened its Union Subway Station adjacent to Union Station, but buried beneath the street. The subway station acted as the southern terminus of its new subway line. Let's take a little walk around Union Station and see what's inside. But first, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. You may be asking, Nick, what type of transit operates out of Union Station? Well, that would be the TTC, Go Transit, Via Rail Canada, Up Express, and Amtrak. Let's talk a little bit about them. Established in 1921, the Toronto Transit Commission, or TTC as locals say, is a public transit agency that operates buses, subways, and streetcars in the Toronto-York region area of Canada. It is the oldest and largest of the urban transit service providers in the Greater Toronto Area, with numerous connections to systems servicing its surrounding municipalities. The TTC owns and operates 4 rapid transit lines with 75 stations, over 149 bus routes, and 11 streetcar lines. GO Transit is a regional public transit system servicing the Greater Golden Horseshoe region of Ontario. With its hub at Union Station, GO Transit's distinctive green and white commuter rail trains and coach-style buses service a population of more than 7 million across an area of 11,000 square kilometers or 4,200 square miles, stretching from Bradford and Kitchener in the west to Newcastle and Pickering in the east, from Barrie to the north to Niagara Falls in the south. GO Transit has carried more than 70 million passengers, and its ridership continues to grow. GO Transit operates diesel-powered double-decker trains and coach buses on routes that connect with all local transit systems in its service area, as well as Via Rail, Canada's national railway system. On January 2nd, 1977, CN spun off its passenger services as a separate Crown corporation, Via Rail Canada, which operates intercity passenger rail services in Canada. Via Rail operates over 500 trains per week across 8 Canadian provinces and over 12,500 kilometers or 7,800 miles of tracks. Via Rail has carried approximately 4.39 million passengers. Via Rail is best known for the Canadian, a transcontinental passenger train with services between Toronto, Ontario, and Vancouver, British Columbia. In partnership with Via Rail, Amtrak runs the Maple Leaf route from New York City to Toronto. The Maple Leaf route uses Amtrak trains up until Niagara Falls, Ontario, at which time you change to a Via Rail train, which takes you the rest of the way. The Union Pearson Express, or Up Express for the locals, is an airport rail link connecting Union Station into Toronto Pearson International Airport. The Up Express began operations on June 6, 2015, just in time for the 2015 Pan American Games. The Up Express travels between Union and Pearson in 25 minutes and departs every 15 minutes, 7 days a week. Fairmont Royal York, formerly and commonly known as Royal York, is a large historic luxury hotel in downtown Toronto, located across from Union Station and is situated at the south end of the financial district. Built by the Canadian Pacific Railway Company, it opened on June 11, 1929. The Chateauest-style building is 124 meters tall, or 407 feet. It contains 28 floors and has 1,336 rooms. It is considered one of Canada's grand railway hotels. After its completion, the building was briefly the tallest building in Toronto, as well as the tallest building in the country and the British Empire, until the nearby Canadian Bank of Commerce Tower was built the following year. The hotel has been the residence of choice for Queen Elizabeth II and other members of the Canadian royal family when visiting Toronto. Queen Elizabeth's first visit to the Royal York Hotel was during her 1951 royal tour of the country, accompanied by Prince Philip. But the first members of the royal family to visit the hotel was King George VI and Queen Elizabeth during their 1939 royal tour of Canada. Fun fact, when the Queen stays at the hotel, 3 floors are blocked off for her. In addition to lodgings, the hotel offers a number of event spaces and lounges. The hotel features an entire floor of function rooms primarily used for conferences. A notable room at the hotel includes the ballroom, which features an oil-painted ceiling from the hotel's opening. Thanks again for coming along this tour. I hope you enjoyed. Again, hit subscribe and the like button, and we'll see you next time on Nick Tours.